Hello again traders, right, this is take 2 of this video. I didn't intend to make a video and I started making take 1 right over here, literally when I entered the trade. And this is why you've got a bunch of lines on here, but I'll try and explain what I mean. It's basically the new TMA trigger trades, scalping trades to the next level of resistance. And what I'm calling these is stop hunt trades as well. So basically, I'm not worried about getting into a 2B reversal all the way up here, although it does follow the same rules because I'm over here and VIX levels are all, look at my old 2Bs and you'll see them. VIX levels are here, and anything is good long from there, and he says target there. But I'm using multi-time frame momentum, all the tools in my toolkit now, to literally explode my trading. And I've said this many times, that was my whole ethos. That was what I knew I wanted to achieve, so I set out to achieve it, and it's just got better and better and better. I mean, it is crazy good now. So it should, if you embrace my thought processes and my methods, you should not be one of the 5% that fail, and the 95% that fail, sorry, you will become one of the 5% that get there. Because you will realize, as I said in a previous video, that the only weak link in trading is you, your fear of missing out and greed. Well, if you learn to make a trade whenever you open a chart, because you are looking for 10 or 20 checkpoints before you enter a trade, then you eliminate the FOMO, because you can take trades 24 times a day or whatever. Every 15-minute candle gives you a potential trade. But it doesn't mean you will get a trade every 15 minutes because all the tick boxes have to be ticked. But it means you can take your day away from the charts, get home and find a scalp. And the thing is, with scalping, you don't have to, you're not looking for great big swings that will take 1 or 2 days or whatever. Hopefully you've got that. Watch a few of my other videos. And if you've not already subscribed and liked stuff, please do. And comment, of course. So this was the target. Here's our trigger bar there. That has closed green or flickered green. You can enter before the close if everything stacks up on the higher time frames and obviously on the entry time frame, 1 minute, not the 5 minute that we're on now. So that was the original target. And then, as you can see, these are fast. That's what I don't mention enough, and that was the point I wanted to make in the previous video. These can be over in minutes, these trades, and then you can get a massive pullback like that. So don't get greedy. Just take it to the nearest level. Take your 99% or whatever you want to do. Do your calculations, do your own, build your own plan, reward risk plan. And then, so that the algos are not just one algo, they're not just a 2B algo or a ICT algo, whatever all that rubbish is. They are, there's thousands of them, and they work in nanoseconds. So there's all sorts of reasons this has gone to this level. But how I like to think about it, so that resistance level is on that high there, and that's the stop hunt for these traders that have entered short here. That's what the algo's probably been programmed to do. A algo, not one of thousands. So when I get a trigger over here, in other words, another green, in this instance, all 3 green, I'm already getting ready for this because I'm aware that the TMA is slightly, it's not lagging. It's not called lagging. It is just the way it's been designed, and the settings. I could probably get it to go close green on that setting, but I'm not, at the moment, not worried. Never say never. So anyway, this could easily have got me in the trade. That's a bust, pullback, break and close there. And actually, it's a bust, pullback, double bust and a pullback, and this has broken that one and that one. So that is even more strength to my arguments, if you like, more tick boxes. So what do I know from this? I know these are telling me that the next bar should break the high of the trigger bar because it's The previous bar closed on growing momentum. And then where's the target? Well, this is the down move. From here, we've had a pullback, and the algo thinks that's where the stops will be for these short guys, for these sellers. So that's what I think too. So as you can see, I entered the break of the high. We'll put the high on there, but that will confuse targets and things, but that's not a problem. That was the trigger bar. I entered on the break of the high. It's pulled back some. The stop was not attacked. I've used the higher time frames to double check what I'm doing. In this instance, look at that. The M15 had said we're growing, the momentum's growing. There's a trigger on M15. So my stop was never attacked, and my thought process said, right, I've got to break the high of that M15, trade the break of the high. So I'm happy to enter on my short term, my lower time frame trigger. I told you my mouse is playing up. I'm not sure whether it's a conflict of indicators that is causing the problem or what, so I apologise for that. So the break of that high there is the potential move to that high there, the target, the algo's stop positions. And then if we go higher still, we've got the M30, and we can say we should safely break the high of the M30 because we've had a trigger. And H1 is also confirming that we can attack this bar's high. So it takes a lot of getting your head round, but no one ever said trading was easy. Well, they do. All the scammers do. All the scammers, like ICT and SMC, well, no, that's the same, and all these baby ICTs and SMCs, they're all just trying to get your money, guys. ICT lies. He just lies. He says, oh, I've never charged anyone, yet he has. He said, I've never said this, never done that, yet he has. He says, I'm working. Last tweet I've stumbled across by mistake. I've never charged anyone. I don't charge people. Yet he does. And he's made millions by scamming people. So, you know, sorry to bang on, but my biggest complaint about that guy is that he lies to people. He tells them trend lines don't work. He tells them all this other stuff doesn't work. That's worked for years, decades, centuries before he came onto the scene. So these scammers, you know, that's all they are, really. So sorry for the rant. I didn't mean to go on a rant. I meant to show you, and if you don't like it, well, you don't have to watch anything, do you, really? So yeah, I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. It's tested that high there, and that is one of my levels to get tested, trigger levels. So this video is about the new trigger scalping strategies that makes life even better for me. It just gets better and better and better, and I know it will for you guys that actually understand what I'm trying to put across here. You know, this should now go up to this level easily, and potentially it should go. Notice how I'm using the SS support and resistance. I absolutely love that thing. Still thousands of settings I need to play with. I mean, I just cannot get over this. You know, I cannot. Once you've got the your head straight about what's going on the charts, then it's a never-ending supply. Rotem used the expression. It is infinite. It's endless. Once you know you've got a solid set of indicators, solid 3CR, solid candle pattern, it just can only keep growing. No, I haven't even looked really at this on these today. They're all in the buy zone, but it's not turned green yet. So what that does tell me is that we've still got massive, because when this turns all green, it means even more of a tick box. You know, this is, I said at the start, this must have huge potential for swing traders. And, you know, oh, look at that go. Look at that go. And these haven't changed yet. Let's see if they change because I update the cache. No. So if this starts flickering green and this starts flickering green, oh, I need to check I've got the settings right on that. It needs to be lower than 60. And I've been messing about with all sorts of double Bollinger Bands. Ah, that's why. Put it on 1. I don't know whether it makes any difference being on 1, 5 or whatever, but I'm told that it is the 5-minute changeover. Yeah, there we go. So it was because my settings were wrong. Let's just double check. So, but having said that, the higher time frame settings, that 60-minute setting, has been devised by the original Nick Bixby, the original owner of this thing, and he's got it set like that because he's potentially a swing trader. I don't know for a fact. I need to go and read up on that. But yeah, so you've got to be careful on the settings. I need to clear all this down and save that as a default. So that's what I do. But anyway, guys, sorry for the rant in the middle there, but liars and cheats aren't just scammers. That's all they are. You know, they say indicators don't work, and they do. So it's never going to go away. That thought process, that understanding, the way I am. So sorry about that, but you'll have to put up with it. Anyway, that was a good example of, it was a demo trade, because I'm not, I don't need, you know, there's thousands of trades available during the week now with my chosen set of lovely pairs. But I will obviously start to, well, I do. Occasionally I'll make money on the BTC to pay for the weekend, but it just depends, you know, how much do you need? I said in the previous video, I'm in this for the satisfaction of being able to look at charts is what I set out to do and find trades all the time, and the freedom. You know, 15 minutes in front of a chart, I've earned more than most people earn in a month, and well, there, you know, it depends on everyone, but you know what I mean, the basic income and whatnot, especially if I'm going over to Asia. But it's just the freedom it gives you. And as I said in the previous video, if you're watching this to the end still, zero stress, because you're not in a trade wondering whether it's going to collapse, what the news is going to say. I mean, news and fundies I disregard totally. You know what I think about them. They're a complete waste of your brain power. But saying that, if oil goes silly, or a tanker goes down, or a bomb goes off or something, all of your swing trades go out the window. You know, and you could be underwater or where you started after 2 or 3 days work. One scalp, the only the stressful part of scalping is if I break my rules. So if you train yourself to find trades at every minute of every day, and you train yourself not to break your rules, because that's part of what scalping does for you, not overtrade, not revenge trade is the worst thing you can do as a scalper. Have a loser and then revenge. Just stick to your plan as if the losing trade didn't happen, because they do happen. You're always going to make mistakes, but the mistakes get less and less as the more you actually, the more you practice. And you get 1,000 practice trades a month to every, 20 if you do one a day. So that says it all. And obviously you get to observe 10,000 good entries every day. Well, not every day, every month, with your scalping strategies, compared to, you know, probably your swing traders close their charts after they've entered a swing because they've got their trade on. Scalpers don't, do they? You know, I'll go and look at another pair, compare what that's doing, and I say 3 or 4 trades for every one swing. It's generalization, and I always warn about generalization, but you know, think about it carefully. Think really carefully about the benefits and the pros and cons of all the methods that you're attempting to do. Zero stress, multiple thousands of hours extra screen time. All right, you've had to put in the work. But nothing comes without the graft. Anyway, look at this go. It's just unbelievable. So thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. What's left of it. It's going to be a dry, sunny day today. So I'm having a chart day tomorrow. I'm having a chart day today. I'm going to do my 30,000 steps tomorrow in the sun again. Maybe even have a paddle in the sea. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.